Good evening and welcome into Arena Roberto Duran in Panama City, Panama for tonight's Basketball Champions League America's Group B contest between Flamengo of Brazil and Toros de Chiriquí of Panama. Alongside Andrew Hunt, I'm Craig Feta, and we're so glad you can be with us tonight wherever you're watching from. In the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel and Courtside 1891. Andrew, these two teams met in December with Flamengo winning easily 99-72, and Toros do not look to have improved their roster much. In fact, they lost both their American imports this round, replacing them with a 16-year-old and a 48-year-old. That puts a lot of pressure on the rest of the roster, which struggled last round to begin with.
Yeah, it was a disappointing showing for Chiriquí, and it's going to be a big challenge for sure this evening. Their opponent has plenty of scoring depth and experience, Greg.
Yeah, Flamengo, on the other hand, they look to keep it rolling. A win tonight, and they're into the quarters. This is a deep veteran team that wants to get back to the finals again this year. And with guys like Guy Deodato, Jordan Williams, and so many others, you really have to like their chances.
Yes, Flamengo looks to solidify their place as the top team in Group B. It would appear they're looking to join both Minas and Franca as quarterfinals teams. Both those other teams have won 3 straight, and Franca guaranteed a top seed with 4 wins to start out this tournament.
There we get a look at the starting lineup for head coach Gustavo Conti and Flamengo. It's going to be Jordan Williams, Shaquille Johnson, Lucas Seward, Ruan Miranda, and Alexi Borges. And has Flamengo made a coaching change? Fernando de Oliveira shown as the head coach of Flamengo tonight. Did not get word that they made a change. But there's the starting lineup for Toros de Chiriquí. Guillermo Navarro, 44-year-old Jaime Lloreda, 48-year-old Michael Hicks, Alejandro Grant, and Ezequiel Bell. Michael Hicks starting for Joshua Chambers. Michael Hicks, a Panamanian legend on the national team for many years. Played more than a dozen years in the top 2 leagues in Italy. Solid scorer in upper double figures. Close to 20 points per game, over 20 points per game a couple times. Also played in Poland, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Uruguay, and Argentina. Retired, unretired, retired, unretired, and here he is again. Curious to see how much Michael Hicks has left in the tank for Chiriquí. We also mentioned a 16-year-old on the roster for Toros, Johnny Murillo. A 6'3", 190-centimeter guard, 16 years old, on the roster with 44-year-old Jaime Lloreda and 48-year-old Michael Hicks. Our officials for this contest: Andres Bartel of Uruguay, Blanca Burns from the USA, and Ulris Guzman of Puerto Rico. One game already in the books. Earlier tonight, Minas defeated Biguá 85-77. Pair of games tomorrow night. Minas and Quimsa tangle in Group B at 8:10 p.m. local time, 6:10 Eastern in the U.S. And then we're right back here for Flamengo and Boca Juniors at 8:40 p.m. local time and Eastern time in the USA. Arena Roberto Duran, a fantastic venue. Had a chance to call games here in 2017. And when this place gets rocking, it can be loud. Named, of course, after One of the all-time great boxers, Roberto Duran. Fists of Stone, they called him. As opposed to me. Called me Head of Stone.
I think I got Feet of Stone. There we go. We can make a statue.
There you go. We are underway, and Flamengo controls the tip. Here's Borges getting it back near midcourt. Around the screen by Miranda. Puts up the three-pointer, and just like that, Flamengo's up 3-0. So let's see what Toros can do on their first offensive possession. You can hear the drum line in the background. Hicks swings it right side to Navarro. Shot clock at 5 now. Navarro to the free throw line, into the corner. 3 on the way. Hicks taking the first shot for Toros and missing. Another 3 up. That one by Lucas Seward, no good. Rebound. And a foul. That's going to be on Jaime Lloreda, the captain for Toros de Chiriquí. Another Panamanian team veteran. Saw both those guys, Michael Hicks and Jaime Lloreda, in the 15 AmeriCup competition. I think Michael Hicks had retired from national team play by the 17 AmeriCup. Second free throw, no good for Ruan Miranda. Did not play in the December window, so seeing his first action with Flamengo in BCL Americas play. You got to look at Alejandro Grant as he inbounds it. Now Navarro. Back to Hicks. Hicks around Lloreda. Think those guys ran that play a time or two? His shot blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Toros with 6 on the shot clock.
I've seen enough. Hicks can definitely he's still in basketball shape. Look here, he can still move.
Yeah, he
can't imagine he can jump like he used to be able to. I just don't think that can stay with you that long, but still would give me the business in one-on-one.
Out of bounds, and that is going to be Toros ball.
Depending what level of play we're talking about, I'm okay. I don't know if I would have ever said definitely never great, maybe good at some level. These days, I'd say I'm okay. So saying Hicks could beat me isn't a huge high bar, but
Hicks airballed that one, but I guess they said it ticked the rim on the way down because they reset the shot clock. Three-pointer short. Toros 2 minutes into this game, still without a point. Well, as you like to say to the guys in the gym, you're closer to LeBron James than they are to you.
Correct. Yeah, I've dominated some open gyms, but that's the end of my domination.
Jordan Williams. Actually, that was Shaquille Johnson. I thought that was Jordan Williams. Shaquille Johnson gives Flamengo the 7-0 lead. 7.5 minutes to play first quarter. Toros still without a point. 0 for 6 from the floor. And now a turnover leads to the easy left-hand layup for Alexi Borges. And Joshua Chambers wants timeout. This team trailing already by 9. And after a start like this, Andrew, what does Joshua Chambers say to his team? We'll find out in a moment.
Well, to answer your question,
Flamengo.
Craig, I mean, still. Go ahead, bring us back.
Yeah, Flamengo pitching a shutout so far, 9-0. And if you're Joshua Chambers, Andrew Hunt, what do you tell Toros at this point?
Still early, so I'm not too worried yet. We're only, well, not even 3 minutes in here, so you know, we've got time. They're off to a hot start. They've just got to, obviously, we mentioned they've got some roster differences from the first window. So hard to say how much these guys have played together. So just a few things that can definitely get a little bit better as the game goes on. But my anticipation is Flamengo's likely going to run away with this one at the end of the day.
Hicks hounded in the backcourt by Shaquille Johnson. Here's Alejandro Grant. And an offensive foul on the screen. That's going to be on Alejandro Grant. That is his first. 7:03 to play first quarter. Toros still without a point, 0 for 6 from the floor. That one's good. Alexi Borges for 3, and it is 12-0. Navarro trying to shake the defender. A little too deep under the bucket to do anything. Bell hands it off to Hicks. Hicks, long three-point attempt. No good. Rebound. Finally tapped to Grant. Nice work by Ezekiel Bell staying with it. And Borges commits the foul. Into Lloreda. Back to Rojas. And Toros. Finally get on the board at the 6:12 mark of the first quarter. 12-2. Ooh. And now another opportunity for Toros de Chiriquí. Get it to Grant. To Lloreda, tries to muscle it up over Shaquille Johnson. Johnson ties him up. Great job defensively by Shaquille Johnson at 6'3", 190 centimeters. Showed no fear. The much bigger Jaime Lloreda. Long inbound pass to Bell. Now to Navarro, and now Hicks. Hicks, the nice feed underneath. Lloreda couldn't handle it, gets poked out of bounds. Jordan Williams might have gotten a hand on it, but they're going to say it went off Lloreda. As we look at the three-pointer by Alexi Borges. And it's been all Flamengo in this early going. Handoff to Johnson. Shot clock at 10. He pops for 3. And missed. Rebounded by Alejandro Grant, but threw it away out of bounds. So it'll be Flamengo ball with a fresh 14.
Well executed there.
Yeah, the three-pointer missed, though, by Jordan Williams. Recuerda to Hicks. Hicks high off the glass, and he's got his first bucket. And now Toros on a little bit of a run of their own, 4 straight points inside 5 minutes to play first quarter. And off back to Borges. All 5 starters still on the floor for both teams. Borges drives, dishes, and a shot clock violation. Jordan Williams did not get that off, and it would not have counted had it gone in. Recuerda sets the screen, and Grant on the attack. And a nice block by Jordan Williams, and a miss by Michael Hicks. Grant appeals the original signal, and the official immediately says, "Oh, yep, you're right."
I think he was going to notice his error without Grant's help, but it's good that he helped.
Yes, I'm sure he appreciated it. So now Toros to the bench for the first time. Alberto Rojas into the game. Here comes Borges. Williams into Taya Galizzi. And a whistle. Galizzi's been a little bit quieter this year in BCL America's play. Sure, he will heat up as this tournament goes on. Grant, high right side. He launches the 3, misses it back iron, and the rebound to Seward. Borges to Galizzi. Oh, and the beautiful feed. It won't go, though, for Jordan Williams. Tapped out of bounds, and it's going to be Toros ball. They had a great design on that play. Williams went for the reverse. It rolled off the front. Shaquille Johnson wants them to review it. I'm pretty sure that's Gustavo Conti. The graphic before the game showed Fernando de Oliveira as the head coach of Flamengo, but I'm pretty sure that's Gustavo Conti.
He looks familiar.
As our officials talk it over, and they will go to the replay. Andres Bartel, Blanca Burns, and Ulris Guzman. And we will see who has this ball. And they will look at the same angles we look at. Galizzi's got it. Okay. And, oh, that went off Hicks. Right?
Mm-hmm. Don't need any more angles. We got it.
Galizzi might have gotten a piece of it, but I think that was off Hicks. Definitely think Hicks was the last one to come into contact with it. And they don't need a lot of time to look at this one, so I think they are in agreement that it went off Michael Hicks, and it's going to be Flamengo ball.
Coach says, good job, ref. You did great.
Jordan Williams attacks with 8 on the shot clock, elevates and jacks it. Oh my! Wow, what an explosive play by Jordan Williams. Gets past Rojas. And thunders it home with the right hand. Wow. With a name like Jordan at 6'6", you would expect nothing less.
Yeah, not always a guy that gets up and attacks the rim like that, but surely capable, as we see in that last dunk.
Shaquille Johnson gets the rebound flat-footed, and Williams
not
was
two in a
soaring
row.
in for another one. Yeah. Oh, he was gearing up for it. And Alejandro Grant actually was whistled for the unsportsmanlike. So Flamengo will keep the ball following the free throws. It's 17-4. Biggest lead of the game for Flamengo at 13. Hand off to Franco Balbi, and he can't score as the shot clock was winding down. Roberto Armstrong. Armstrong has it. Still plenty of time offensively for Toros. Behind the back pass to Lloreda. Works his way in. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. He says, I'm just going to take this myself. Muscles his way to the rack. Won't fall in. Tayavik Galitsi. What a battle between those two. Galitsi fouled by Lloreda.
He disagrees, it would appear.
He got a lot of ball. He also got some face. There you get a look at the 31-year-old Argentine. Scored in double figures 8 of 9 games. UCL Americas play last year. Wearing those iridescent, I guess, salmon-colored shoes.
Salmon.
What do the kids call shoes these days? Are they kicks? Or no, that's still pretty old. What else?
They got, it's part of their drip, I believe. It's just
yes,
one piece in the total drip. Yeah.
Got it. 14-point lead for Flamengo as this first quarter drawing to a close. Galizzi. Now Balbi, his shot misses, rebounded by Grant.
I'd like to remind our viewers that
2 of 16 from the floor in this first quarter. Hey, how about that? Adalberto Rojas for 3. Rojas
with his shoe on time.
5 of 7 from three-point range coming into this one. He had 18 points in the December window against Flamengo. And another one, back-to-back shots by Toros. And all of a sudden, they are on fire. That one by Roberto Armstrong. His first points of this event. So Toros have cut the lead in half, 18-9. Wide open 3 missed. Shot clock off, game clock down to 12. Outside, open 3 for Grant. Splash! How about Toros making a run at it? So just like that, after trailing by 14 points, Toros cuts it to 6. A couple of three-pointers and a jump shot. Toros right back in this one. 18-12 after 1 quarter. Toros de Chiriquí finishing the first quarter. 5 of 19 overall, now 2 of 8 from three-point range. They did not shoot a free throw. Flamengo 6 of 17 overall, not shooting the ball great. 3 of 8 from three-point range, 3 of 6 from the stripe. Rebounds even at 13 apiece. Toros with 4 turnovers. Flamengo with 3. For Toros, Guillermo Navarro 2 points. Adalberto Rojas 3. Jaime Lloreda 0 for 5, but he's got 3 rebounds. Roberto Armstrong 2 points. Michael Hicks 2 points. And a pair of rebounds. Alejandro Grant has 3. For Flamengo, Jordan Williams with 6 points, including an absolutely ridiculous dunk. So we look at some of the first quarter highlights. Lucas Seward 2 points, 3 rebounds. Ruan Miranda has 1. Alexi Borges leads all scorers with 8 points, 3 of 4 shooting, 2 of 2 from the arc, and Taya Galizzi has 1. Well, Andrew, it looked like Flamengo was going to absolutely run Toros out of the building. Started off 12-0. And then Toros outscored them the rest of the way 12-6.
Yeah, still not convinced the end result may not still be a runaway. But we'll see.
Well, what changed in the formula for Toros that they were able to kind of find their footing in that first quarter?
I just made some shots. It was right on cue. You had said they were 2 for 16, I believe, when they got their 3rd for 17, and then hit another one that was the 4 for 18th point. Still not great shooting percentage. But right now, Flamengo is also underachieving to an extent. They're just 13% better at 35% from the field, which is not good.
So Toros with a chance to strike first blood in this second quarter. Lloreda muscles his way to the rack and lays it in. And the lead's down to 4. Three-pointer rattles home. And that puts an end to the bleeding by Franco Balbi. 21-14, lead back to 7. 9 minutes to play in this second quarter. Welcome in once again to Arena Roberto Duran in Panama City, Panama. for this Group B contest. Alongside Andrew Hunt, my name's Craig Feta. Thanks so much for joining us. In the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel and Courtside 1891. Back to Armstrong. Shot clock at 6, now 5, and a foul before the shot. That's going to be on Jonathan Dos Santos. And almost an embarrassment of riches for Gustavo Conti. He started Williams, Johnson, Seward, Miranda, and Borges tonight. You've got 4, maybe 5 other guys that can start and have started. Guy Deodato, Franco Balbi, Jonathan Dos Santos, as Dos Santos hits the three-pointer. Kyle Manfio and Taya Vekalidze can all start for Flamengo. And lead back to 10. Haven't seen Guy Deodato tonight. Have to wonder if he's maybe nursing a little injury, giving the elder statesman a little bit of a rest, although not quite as elder as some of the other players out there. Franco Balbi's 35, Dos Santos 37, Shaquille Johnson 34. And of course, you've got Lloreda at 44 and Hicks at 48 for Toros. Adalberto Rojas is 38, but Guy Deodato, he plays with such high energy. Amilcar Sanchez hits the free throw. So on the floor for Chiriquí, it's Amilcar Sanchez, Adalberto Rojas, Jaime Lloreda, Roberto Armstrong. Beg your pardon, Lloreda is out, and it's Grant and Bell. For Flamengo, it's Balbi, Dos Santos, Johnson, Manfio, and Ruan Miranda. Here come Toros. Armstrong, high right side. Kicks it into the opposite corner. 3 on the way, missed. Rebound pulled down by Miranda. Open look for 3 from Dos Santos. Same spot he hit from just a moment ago. No good, but an offensive rebound for Flamengo, and they reset. That 3 is straight through. Was that your guy?
Manfio strikes again.
And every time we have to remind everybody, versus Obras in the quarterfinals last year, Manfio put up a 28-piece on 10 of 10 shooting overall, 7 of 7 from three-point range, and he hit his only free throw attempt. Somebody in the NBA did that last week, something very similar, and also did not commit a turnover on top of it. Everybody was making kind of a big deal as Manfio hits again. And just like that, Joshua Chambers wants timeout as the lead suddenly back to 14. 30-16 in favor of Flamengo over Toros de Chiriquí. A 12-2 run for Flamengo after Toros cut it to just 4 at 18-14.
Flamengo, a little late getting out here.
From Balby. Yeah. Hey, fellas.
Running around like, where are we going? Yeah.
Not much moving toward the bucket just yet on this possession for Toros. 3 on the way from Bell. Nope. Rebounded by Williams. Stolen away. Amilcar Sanchez had the steal, but lost it on the spin trying to get away from a defender, and it'll stay with Flamengo. You see Michael Hicks back into the game for Toros. Balby kicks it out. Williams for 3. No. Galizzi fouled on the rebound. Foul on Adalberto Rojas. Balby comes out. Borges comes in. Oh, a nice drive and dish underneath the bucket. Galizzi with the easy finish. A 14-2 run now. Since Chiriquí cut it to 4. You see Ezekiel Bell getting some of that cold spray.
The difference is in the runs. The Flamengo team here, their runs are quite a bit larger margin than what we've seen from Chiriquí, who had a 7-0 run.
More sustained.
Yes.
Flamengo again has doubled up Chiriquí, 32-16. Lloreda driving on Galizzi. Jaime has his shot blocked, and he gets whistled for the travel. Had he not traveled, it would have been a shot clock violation. Defense for Flamengo on that possession, too stifling. Coming up on the halfway mark of this second quarter. Flamengo has led the whole way as Shaquille Johnson slips free and finishes with the right hand off the square. Hicks for 3. Nope. Borges takes it all the way himself. Alexi Borges. The run is 18-2 now since Toros got to within 4. (18-4) overall in this quarter in favor of Flamengo. And the tie-up called. And how about, Andrew, the fact that we haven't even mentioned to this point in a high-level professional men's game that we have 2 female referees working in this one. That is just tremendous. The development of the female officials in the last 10 years. FIBA really working in the NBA as well in America, but FIBA really working on developing female officials, female broadcasters, female coaches, and integrating them into the men's game. Without the players, teams, coaches, anybody giving it much of a second thought.
Yeah, that's right. You don't see a difference like objectively. The only time that maybe in the past they weren't there was just for reasons that it was something men had already done. There's no reason that the women can't join, and they've shown that they belong. So glad to have them.
Shot clock at 5. Sanchez loses it. And here comes Borges. The run is now 20-2. 20-4 overall, and a foul called underneath. I believe that's on Grant. Joshua Lemon into the game now for Toros. Guillermo Navarro to his right. He gets fouled by Galizzi. No question about that one. Navarro had the big set up. And Galizzi just says, nope. I'll put my hand up and take that one. But you're not getting to the easy way. Navarro hits the first free throw. Just the 9th free throw so far in this game. The 3rd and 4th now for Chiriquí. They're perfect from the stripe. Johnson, guarded by Navarro. Gets it to Williams, and a foul called. So Jordan Williams to the free throw line. One of 2 tonight. Make it 1 of 3. Williams had 16 points against Toros in the December window. Both free throws no good, as Jaime Lloreda picks up the rebound. Hicks launches the long 3 from the left wing. No. Williams the rebound. Splash! That three-pointer is good. Shaquille Johnson hits from long range. Here comes Hicks. I believe his shot was blocked. Flamengo outscoring Toros this quarter 23-6. And that was after Toros got it to within 4 at 18-14. Toros have only put up 4 more points since then. So Hicks to the free throw line. Second one is good. 41-19 inside 2 minutes to play, second quarter. Balby feeding Johnson. Guarded by Lemon. Johnson gets Lemon in the air. My goodness. Lemon really elevated to try to block that jumper. Got way in the air. Johnson ducked and went under him, and that could have been very dangerous.
We've seen in the first window, Lemon can dunk. We saw him dunk pretty easily. So he's got some hops.
Shaquille Johnson wanted the unsportsmanlike because Lemon pulled on his arm on the way down. I don't think he was trying to pull him to the floor. I think he was trying to stop himself from crashing into the hardwood.
I would agree.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything malicious that he was trying to take him down to the floor. And so that just a common foul, and Shaquille Johnson says, I'll just hit this tray instead. 44-19 now. My goodness, Hicks with the left hand won't go, but he does draw the whistle. That's going to be on Jordan Williams. That'll be foul number 2 on Jordan. So Hicks steps up to the stripe, 1 of 2. Second offering for Michael Hicks. That one straight through, and he's got 5. Not shooting the ball well from the floor, 1 of 8. But this is a guy who can really, really fill it up. He has put up a ton of points wherever he has gone around the world. Williams, the little floater, after picking up the loose ball along the baseline. As we approach the 1-minute mark of this second quarter. Michael Hicks, a national team veteran. Oh my! How about Joshua Lemon? You mentioned it just a few moments ago, Andrew, that he could get up and dunk. That was Michael Jordan-esque there. The circus windmill reverse.
He's exciting to watch when he attacks the basket.
Joshua Lemon at 5'11", 180 centimeters. Let's get a look at this one. Wow. Little spin off the glass over Ruan Miranda. I suspect we're going to see that one on the highlight reel on the tournament website later. Probably shared on social media. The crack social media staff for FIBA Americas. I'm sure they'll have that one posted before this half is even over. Balby holding for the last shot. Goes around Miranda, takes it all the way himself. Gets the layup to fall. Now here comes Navarro from half court. It's good! Guillermo Navarro from half court. As the second quarter comes to an end, Guillermo Navarro banks it in, and it will count. How about that? What a way to end this second quarter. A spectacular shot by Joshua Lemon. A nice drive by Franco Balbi for Flamengo. And then the half-court bomb from Guillermo Navarro. And we go to the half with Flamengo leading 48-26. Toros in that first half, 8 of 29 overall, 27.6%, 3 of 15 from three-point range, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Flamengo, 18 of 36 overall, 9 of 17 from long range, 3 of 8 from the free throw line. Flamengo out rebounding Toros 24-17. 5 turnovers for Flamengo, 8 for Chiriquí. Individually for Toros, Joshua Lemon, 2 very exciting points. Amilcar Sanchez, 2 points. Guillermo Navarro with 7, including that half-court three-pointer. As these two teams keep the social media team busy. Alberto Rojas, 3 points, 2 rebounds. Jaime Lloreda, 2 points, 4 boards. Roberto Armstrong, 2 points, 3 assists. Michael Hicks, the 48-year-old, in 16-plus minutes of action, 5 points on 1 of 8 shooting. He has a pair of rebounds. Alejandro Grant, 3 points as we roll the highlights. And Ezekiel Bell did not score but pulled down 3 boards. For Flamengo, Franco Balbi, 5 points, 2 assists. Jonathan Dos Santos, 3. Jordan Williams, 8. Williams also has 6 rebounds. Shaquille Johnson, 11 points, 3 boards. Kyle Manfio with 3. Lucas Seward with 2. He's also got 3 boards. Ruan Miranda, 1.6 rebounds. Alexi Borges, 10 points, 2 boards, 4 assists. And Taya Galizzi, 5 points, 2 rebounds. Well, Andrew, after Toros got it close at 18-14, it almost seemed like Flamengo decided to stop toying around with Chiriquí and put the hammer down a little bit.
Right, both teams are off to a slow start. I mentioned earlier, neither one was shooting at a great shooting percentage, the highest being around 35% for Flamengo. Well, they finished the half at 50%. So an obvious increase in the efficiency and how they were scoring. Could be just, hey, weren't making shots in the first half, or kind of like you say, they didn't take the game as serious in the first quarter. Either way, they gotta figure it out. So if they can recreate this in the second half, they look to seal the deal to go to the quarterfinals.
Flamengo outscoring Toros in that second quarter, 30-14. Ooh. Anytime you can put up 30 points in a quarter in a 10-minute FIBA game, that's something pretty impressive. And don't forget, Flamengo doing it without Guy Deodato tonight. So they take a 48-26 lead into the locker room at halftime. 1 game in the books already tonight. Minas defeated Bigua 85-77. This is the last game tonight. Got a pair of games tomorrow, Minas and Quimsa, followed by Flamengo and Boca Juniors. As we finish out the highlights, we see Joshua Lemon with his Michael Jordan-esque scoop, and then the half-court bank job by Guillermo Navarro. We are back to Arena Roberto Duran in Panama City, Panama for second half action between Toros de Chiriquí and Flamengo in just a few moments. Welcome back to Arena Roberto Duran in Panama City, Panama. For tonight's Champions League America's Group B matchup between Brazil and Toros de Chiriquí of Panama. One half of play, Flamengo leads 48-23. Toros cut the lead to 4 in that second quarter before Flamengo went on a huge run to close out the frame by a 30-14 margin. Alongside Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Feta. Thanks so much for being with us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or around the world. On FanDuel TV in the USA, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel and Courtside 1891. Andrew Hunt. Toros made a game of it in that second quarter, but it was almost as if Flamengo kind of shook the cobwebs off a little bit and said, oh yeah, we're in a game here. And they force Toros into a shot clock violation on their first possession of this second half. What, if anything, can Toros do to get back into this one, trailing by 22?
I don't think there is anything, to be honest. Craig, I think they're going to be outmatched on this one. If I'm wrong, great. Would love to be proven wrong, but Flamengo is a pretty strong team here, and Toros looks outmatched.
Borges gives it up left side. 3 from the corner. It's no good. Was that Galizzi that shot that 3? No. Who's on the floor for Flamengo? It's Dos Santos. Johnson. Manfio's not on the floor. It was Lucas Seward. Ryan Miranda and Alexi Borges. Now Shaq Johnson for 3. That's good. On the floor for Chiriquí, Guillermo Navarro, Jaime Lloreda, Michael Hicks, Alejandro Grant, and Ezekiel Bell. Jordan Williams starting the second half on the bench for Flamengo, replaced by Jonathan Dos Santos. Johnson can't get his second consecutive three-point attempt to go. He was 23. Biggest lead of the game for Flamengo has been 25. Lloreda. Hicks. Clock at 8. Again, not much moving toward the basket. Hicks. Whistled for steps. He was looking for a foul and instead got called for traveling. Back on offense, Guillermo Navarro, who next to Navarro, with the shoot. And Grant on the back feet, hangs from the left elbow, well short. Ball movement by Flamengo, getting it to Milan Miranda. He goes reverse, score it, and the foul. And that's going to be Recuerda on the foul. His third. Recuerda has his shot blocked and foul called. And Recuerda with those two points. And if it's not been to the strike yet tonight, this is one in December. And straight through. Second free throw, no good. Morrow, Hell, that's the Recuerda. This is his way in, has it stolen away by Dos Santos. Seward for three. Splash! Lucas Seward drains it from downtown. Seward now with 5. Hell. Back to Navarro. Now on the drive. It's the breakdown with the one to the Seward. Jumper no good. Here comes Flamengo back to it. Yep.
Flamengo.
Get out.
Flamengo right now doing a good job of ending possessions on one miss. So Toros not getting any second chance opportunities, or not many thus far.
There you see Jaime Lloreda having a seat. Ty Galizzi coming on for Flamengo. Ryan Lasso into the game now for Toros. His first action in this one as Jonathan Dos Santos hits the three-pointer. And it's a 30-point lead, 59-29 now.
%54 from three for Flamengo, as Toros adds one their own.
Borges accelerates around Hicks and then has to give it up. Johnson spinning, hanging, and hitting. Shaquille Johnson. Hicks in the paint. And he's bottled up and fouled by Shaquille Johnson.
That last shot by Johnson took them over 50% field goal percentage. So they started the first quarter around 35, got that up to 50 to end the half. Means they're shooting better than 50% here in the second half, which is why they've increased their percentage. So what we talked about was probably missing from Flamengo was their shooting ability, which they have found. Just as I say that, we get a fadeaway jumper. It's the front of the rim.
Dos Santos the rebound, the lead back to 30. Oh, and just about an easy bucket for Galizzi, but swooping in with the steal is Joshua Lemon. Kid has some springs. And a three-pointer is up and good for Michael Hicks.
He might be the point guard on my all-hustle team.
Yeah. Michael Hicks hits his first three-pointer. He's 1 for 5 now from the arc. That three-pointer falls in. That one by Franco Balbi.
And we've seen this kind of three-point shooting from Flamengo before, Craig.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
And a whistle as Grant gets the ball.
Our stats page just updated at 13 for 23. That's 56% from 3 for Flamengo.
That'll get it done most nights. As we have a timeout on the floor, the lead back to 30 following that three-pointer. Joshua Chambers taking timeout. One game already in the books tonight. Minas over Bigua, 85-77. Again, both the men's and women's AmeriCup tournaments in 2025. Looking forward to both of those events. Michael Hicks now leading Toros with 8 points. 2 of 9 overall from the floor, 1 of 5 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Joshua Lemon again. A little behind the back pass from Balbi and the dunk from Jordan Williams. Wow, as impressive as that shot, as impressive as that shot by Joshua Lemon was at the other end, Jordan Williams says, I got something for you, young man. Hicks for 3. That is good. Hicks now with 11. Balbi high off the glass with the right hand, won't go. Galizzi fighting for the rebound and a foul called. I believe that's going to be on Grant. Another three-pointer.
Man.
And the lead again back to 30. Did not see who shot that. Last foul was on Brian Lasso. Lasso, his shot won't go. Hey, guess who made that three-pointer? It was Guy Deodato.
Yeah. I was just getting ready to say the same. We saw that update at the same time. Oh!
Joshua Lemon again. Lemon now with 6. All 3 baskets that he's made have been mighty impressive. Lemon for 3. Why not? Rebound tracked down in the corner. Saved. And Toros will get another look at it. How about the effort by Alejandro Grant, saving that one down by nearly 30 points. Shot clock at 3. Grant tried to commit the foul there. Balby up ahead into the corner for 3. Splash!
Oh, my goodness.
Guy Deodato. Deodato probably just said, hey, Coach Conti, let me in on some of this. He says, okay. Guy steps up, hits a couple three-pointers. Guy doing Guy things. He's one of the streakiest three-point shooters, and when he gets hot, just forget it. And now Lemon loses the handle on that one. Deodato had it open, look at a 3 there, gave it up. Now bounce pass inside to Galizzi and an offensive foul. Not sure why.
That was one where they too many passes.
Yeah. They had a couple wide open looks. Yeah, not sure why Guy Deodato did not get into this game until the end of the third quarter. Not sure if there was some sort of team issue going on where I said, okay, you're going to sit. Now Hicks for 3 draws the foul. There you see 48-year-old Michael Hicks coaching up 20-year-old Joshua Lemon. Foul on Ty Galizzi, and Hicks will have 3 free throws. 3 of 4 already. Second one straight through. He's got one more on the way. So Hicks has a seat after the free throws. And he's got 14. Third quarter coming to an end. 2 seconds difference between the shot clock and game clock. Just a little over 2 seconds. Borges all the way himself lays it in with the right hand. And the third quarter will finish with Flamengo on top by 30. 74-44. And Toros, as we said, made a game of it in the second, but it's been all Flamengo since it was 18-14. So if we do the math there.
They keep getting better with their shooting percentage as the game progresses.
Yeah. Since it was 18-14, Flamengo has outscored Toros 55-30. They put up 30 points in that second quarter. 25 more in the third. As we roll the highlights and look at the individual numbers. Joshua Lemon 6 points. Amilcar Sanchez 2. Guillermo Navarro 7. Adalberto Rojas 3. Jaime Lloreda 3. Lloreda also with 6 rebounds. Roberto Armstrong, 2 and 3 assists. Michael Hicks now 14 points. Alejandro Grant, 5. Ezekiel Bell, 2. Toros overall 14 of 42. 5 of 18 from three-point range. 11 of 13 from the free throw line. For Flamengo, Gui Deodato, 5 points. Franco Balbi, 8. Jonathan Dos Santos has 6. Should also mention Balbi has 5 assists. Jordan Williams, 10 points, 7 boards. Shaquille Johnson, 13 points. Kyle Manfio, 6. Lucas Seward, 5. Juan Miranda, 3 points, 8 rebounds. Alexi Borges, 12 and 7 assists. And Taive Galitzi, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Flamengo winning the battle on the glass, 34-23. 13 turnovers for Toros. 11 for Flamengo. So we head to the fourth. Toros in a big, big hole.
Greg,
Toros off tomorrow. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say my interesting, possibly irrelevant stat is that Flamengo has 42 points just off of three-pointers. So just three-pointers alone, they would only be down 2 right now if they hadn't attempted or made any 2s or any free throws.
They are shooting very well from 2-point range, 14 of 28. Deodato step back 3. Oh, popped out. That was halfway down.
They're shooting even better from three-point land. So their shooting percentage from 3 is better than 2. Wow. I had not. That's something that should have popped right out to me. And both better than free throws, which is, your free throws should always be your best percentage.
That goes off the foot of Roberto Armstrong. As we said, Flamengo will take on Boca Juniors tomorrow, 8:40 p.m. local time. That'll take place after the battle between Minas and Quimsa. 8:10 local time, 6:10 Eastern in the USA. On the East Coast, anyway. 76-44 now. Earlier today, Minas defeated Bigua, 85-77. Lemon, another circus shot in traffic, gets his own rebound, throws up the prayer, nearly goes in, but he's going to go to the free throw line. Little wink from the floor. This kid is fun to watch. Does it remind you a little of maybe Dwayne Wade?
I think that's a pretty good comparison. Yeah, plays up above the rim, not very tall, not the kind of guy you would expect to be up there.
Yep.
Probably, I don't know if he ends up on the floor as much as Dwayne Wade.
Well, he was
Probably
just on the floor there.
Right.
Gets the second free throw to fall in. Wade was what? 6'3"?
6'3", yeah.
Joshua Lemon just 5'11", 180 centimeters. Deodato into the paint to Miranda. That gets rejected. Lemon. Jet quick he is. Wow. Yoreda lumbering into the paint. Wanted a call. Did not get it. Deodato with the bunny.
I think he saw Lemon lurking and said, "Nah, you're not going to get me."
Yep.
Lemon tried to time his layup. which he did not take. He passed the ball off. So he drew Lemon up into the air and then dished it off to the guy for the lay-in.
3 on the way with the shot clock winding down. No good. Another 3 on the way. That one from Dos Santos. No good. Rebound. Tracked down in the corner by Lloreda. As we look at some of the upcoming action. As we said, tomorrow we've got Minas and Quimsa, followed by Flamengo and Boca Juniors. And then on Tuesday, another doubleheader. As Deodato scores again. It'll be Biguá and Quimsa, followed by Toros and Boca Juniors to wrap up groups C and B. And then on Thursday, we finally get to see Group A from Managua in Nicaragua. Real Estelí and Toros de Paisas. Beg your pardon, misspoke. On Friday, it's going to be Real Estelí and Toros del Valle. That's Thursday at 7:40. And then on Friday, it'll be Toros del Valle and Paisas from Managua. And then just like that on Saturday, the January window wraps up with Real Estelí and Paisas. Those games in Group A coming to us from Managua.
Yeah, Craig, I'm pretty excited to see Group A play here. This the teams we have not yet seen, so we have a pretty good taste of what we're looking at for everybody else. Group D, we've seen their whole second window, so Franca definitely the front runner from that one. In fact, they've, I believe, secured the #1 seed from Group D, correct?
Yep.
So yeah, excited to see what Group A has to offer. I think at least in my mind, the tournament is taking shape as to who I think my favorites would be. Franca's up there.
Two new entrants. Yeah, two new entrants with Group A. We've got Paisas and Toros del Valle. And perennial power Real Estelí. Has another three-pointer in by Flamengo.
Based on what we've seen of Real Estelí before, I expect them to be competitive in that group. But Quimsa in this group, we saw them go all the way last year. Now, they did lose a lot of folks off that team, but they have not had a very stellar showing up until now.
Franca, obviously the favorite in Group D. Minas looking impressive in Group C. Flamengo obviously dominant so far in B, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in Group A. And a foul on Balbi as the shot clock expires. Roberto Armstrong will go to the line for a pair.
I mentioned Franca looking strong. Instituto was the second place team, Group D. I think they could cause problems for a higher seeded team. We'll see.
Yeah.
When the quarters start, but
(85-48) as we approach the halfway mark of this fourth quarter. Second and final game of the evening. Alley-oop to Taya Vekalici. Lead now 39. Left-hand take by Sanchez, no good, and Flamengo looking to push it over 40. Lucas Seward wanted that three-point shot, but he was fouled by Amilcar Sanchez. Doreda left Galizzi alone just long enough to try to help out on Balbi, and that led to the easy alley-oop for the Argentine veteran. Now Seward gets his three-pointer, and that is good. Lucas Seward now with 11, 3 of 6 from the arc. (90-48) with more than 4 minutes to play. Ooh. Sanchez missed that three-pointer badly. I'm not sure he was necessarily trying to bank that in. Flamengo 17 of 31 now from three-point range. 54.8%. 2 points better than their two-point shooting percentage. And yet still
Incredible.
Just 3 of 9 from the free throw line. Seward missed that one, but Dos Santos the rebound. This is like a hot night for the Dubs. Back in their heyday. Balbi kicks it out. 3 on the way. Oh my! The onslaught continues. Jonathan Dos Santos, they are absolutely torching the Nets from three-point range.
That's 54 points now from 3. They're leading their opponent by 6 just off of three-point shots. Incredible.
Ooh. Seward comes up short on the dunk after the drop pass from Balbi. And now Sanchez misses the alley-oop layup attempt at the other end. And I have no doubt that Seward's going to hear about that one in the locker room. Dos Santos, Splash City. You know, we've got those fringed bottom nets at our venue in Uruguay. The ones that look like the upside down pineapples. We don't have them here. But if Flamengo hits too many more three-pointers, they're going to fringe the bottoms of those nets. Navarro misses the reverse.
Too much friction on the strings.
Yep. Manfio misses the layup attempt, and Oscar Zephyrin comes out of there after getting popped in the ear. First action of the night for Oscar Zephyrin. Inside 2.5 minutes to play. Zephyrin, his long jumper. Too much helium in that one. Balbi behind the back dribble. Then I think he tried the behind the back pass to Galizzi. That leads to the bucket for Amilcar Sanchez. Coming up on 2 minutes to play now. How about Guy Deodato? Did not come into the game until late in the third quarter. And he's got 10 points.
Instant spark plug. Instant offense.
Yep. Make it 13.
Just like for the last 15 minutes, we've just been laughing at how they're making these shots.
And now Galizzi gets tied up and an unsportsmanlike whistled.
I think there was another tie-up that he was getting in between. I think he's trying to break up a kerfuffle. I believe.
That's possible. I was just glancing back over from the stat sheet. Did not see what happened as our officials talk it over. Again, our officials tonight, Andres Bartel, Blanca Burns, and Ulris Guzman.
It was Franco Balbi for Flamengo. Trying to see who may have been... I thought it was single digits for Toros de Chiriquí.
So they're going to look at the video on this and try to adjudicate this properly. Yeah, that was Balbi. And Galizzi just happened to be in the neighborhood. Yeah, that was Balbi that shoved. Did not see who that was that ended up on the floor. I think that was Sanchez.
I think so. So there we see the precursor to what occurred. Sanchez put an elbow near the throat of Balbi. Balbi said, hey, you know, maybe I don't like that you did that, in other words.
Oh, yeah. There's that left elbow up high into the throat, chin area of Balbi.
Yeah, a little chin music.
Yeah, that seemed intentional.
Right. Now, I don't know. Are they reviewing this? Because, I mean, that seems apparent.
They may be. They may be looking at what precipitated that at the other end. And now we get to Balbi running up and shoving Sanchez.
And I believe there's a little bit of a size difference. I don't know that Balbi is that strong. Sanchez went full out splat on the floor.
Well, let's see. So we have an unsportsmanlike. So Balbi was whistled for the unsportsmanlike. Did they issue anything additionally on the elbow at the other end? Did they not shoot the free throws?
Well, if they call it both ways, then they're going to offset.
Yep, they did. Yep. Sanchez was given the unsportsmanlike for the elbow at the other end. And so...
Which My thing is with that, if he doesn't retaliate, they never look at the replay.
Yeah.
So
you're right.
In this particular contest, it really doesn't matter either way. But I don't know how I feel about that. I say, well, I shoved the guy, but he really definitely the elbow to the face is a worse, that's more hazardous to one's health than a push that you fall down on. That I don't even know that I think there was some acting involved on that.
Galitzi with the inadvertent forearm across the face. Glad nobody reacted to that. No need for that at this stage. 3 on the way from Sanchez. That misses. Yeah, I'm with you, partner. I don't know how Balby shoves him down.
Right. It's a good difference of a few pounds, a couple inches.
Sanchez only showing, at least as far as the roster goes, at 6 feet, 184 centimeters, but that can't be right. He's taller than Lucas Seward, who's 6'8". At any rate, this one goes to a final. 96-50. As Flamengo outscores Toros in that fourth quarter, 22-6. Toros 15 of 56 overall from the floor for 27%. 5 of 25 from three-point range, 15 of 19 from the free throw line. Final shooting numbers for Flamengo. 37 of 69 for 53%. 53.6 from three-point range. 19 of 33 for 57.6%. And they were only 3 of 9 from the free throw line. That's craziness. Flamengo dominated the glass 50-28, including 14-7 on the offensive glass. 15 turnovers for Flamengo, 15 for Chiriquí. Individually for Toros de Chiriquí, Joshua Lemon 7 points, Amilcar Sanchez 4, Guillermo Navarro 7, Adalberto Rojas 3, Jaime Lloreda 3 points, 7 boards. Roberto Armstrong 5 points. Michael Hicks had 14 in 25, nearly 26 minutes of action. Alejandro Grant 5 points. Ezekiel Bell had 2. For Flamengo, Guy Deodato 13 points, all in the second half. Ended up leading Flamengo in scoring along with Shaq Johnson. That's pretty efficient. Franco Balbi had 8 points, 8 assists. Jonathan Dos Santos, 9 points, 6 boards. Jordan Williams, 10 points, 7 rebounds. Shaquille Johnson, as we mentioned, 13 points, 4 rebounds. Kyle Manfio, 8 points, 5 boards. Lucas Seward, 11 points, 7 boards. Ruan Miranda, 5 points, 8 rebounds. Alexi Borges, 12 points, 9 assists. And Ty Vekalitsi, 7 points, 3 rebounds. As we look at some of the highlights, and most of them are going to be good ones if you are a fan of Flamengo. One final before this one. Minas defeated Biguá 85-77. Tomorrow, Minas will take on Kimsa at 8:10 p.m. local time, 6:10 p.m. Eastern in the USA. And then we will be right back here in Panama City as Flamengo will take on Boca Juniors. That will be at 8:40 p.m. local time, same time on the East Coast in the USA. Again, the final score, Flamengo 96, Toros de Chiriquí 50. For my partner, Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Feda, saying thanks for watching and so long for now.